We're at the Bear Cliff cabin at Pine Ridge Log Cabins. I'm sitting here at the big giant poly picnic table just outside the front door of the Bear Cliff. It's 44 feet long, 8 foot deep porches on both sides. You can see a lot of things happening, including this squirrel that's constantly always here, and all of his buddies. I saw them earlier. If you check our earlier video, there's one over there right now on the other feeder at the corner of that cabin. On the ground, I can see a shadow against the cabin, munching away. They've been feeding them for 6 years now, and they love the sunflower seed. There's actually 2 coffee cans riveted together, and then with stainless steel plates on them. And I bought it from somebody there in Harrison. Find lots of antique stores down there. Harrison, Arkansas. It's 25 minutes away south of here. We have charcoal barbecue stoves for people so they can cook outside. There's a water fountain over there just behind this barbecue, which you can't see as I stand up. That squirrel just wants to keep on eating up all the profits. 800-900 a year. I asked God, what do I do to further the enhancement of my property? And he said, feed the birds. I started doing that and things got wilder. Got birds going left and right, squirrels all over. The nuthatch falling down a tree. They always go upside down. They tuck the food in between the bark cracks, and then they can tear it apart while it's resting in the cracks of the bark. He thinks that's a little wild for landing on. He did it. Squirrel's coming back, probably to challenge him or me. We have 4 feeders and it seems to be empty every 4 days. I carry a big Tupperware container that has everything in it. It's like one of those breakfast food containers. Anyhow, fountains down here. It's about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it's almost 5 o'clock. The guests that came into the deer stand had seen a deer, a mother deer, and a spawn earlier. You probably heard me say that in the other film, but I came back. I got to wandering off in that other film, way down below the Bear Cliff cabin. All my night lights will be coming on here in the dark. You'll see them coming on. But I went over here below the Bear Cliff and I wandered down the hill. We had a bear in July that came all the way down the hill through the park, which is up here. Can't see much of it from the cabins, but it came all the way down, sniffed the guy's car, stood up on its hind legs. The lieutenant called me Sunday afternoon, said, "David, you got a 300-pound bear looking at people's cars." I said, "I don't care, he can't open the door, can he?" And then he wandered on down at the end of the Bear Cliff here, at the other end of the cabin, and he lumbered on down to the lake, which is down below. About 15-minute hike about 40 minutes back up. We have a lot of people that hike down there to it. But the deer, the mother deer and the fawn were down off into this area on that big ridge over there, I suppose, and they're probably wandering down to the lake to get a drink. Might even have heard this. A bunch of birds over here. I'm just disrupting everybody's dinner, supper. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go home and get my supper. See y'all later.